Welcome back, my Duelist friends. Casual Duelist here, and it is Tuesday, so of course, happy Tuesday. And what are we doing today? We are going to go over, well, today, in the next couple of days, actually, we are going to go over some of the Tier 1 variants for some of the decks that you guys have now seen some playtest footage of. And again, keep in mind that since it is a Casual Duelist channel, yes, every now and again, we absolutely will be doing the most casual format for Speed Duel as well. So again, remembering Tier 1 is the casual, everything is ×3, no restrictions lists playstyle, as opposed to the Tier 2, which would be your competitive format for most events. And again, most locals are starting to follow this, but originally it was meant to be regionals and above. So real quick, what we're going to be doing today will be the Night Shroud Tier 1 Forged Steel deck profile. So it's going to have some noticeable differences, but again, all it does is it really leans into becoming a Tier 2 version of itself and being just oh so much better. So what we're going to see here first, Forged Steel. Once per duel during the main phase, you may change the name of one Red Eyes archetyped monster or one normal dragon monster that you control. Change that to Red Eyes Black Dragon while it is face up on the field. And then each of the darkness dragons that you control will gain the following effect: that once during the main phase, they may special summon a dragon from the graveyard that can be normal summoned or set. And again, it's kind of like getting half of the Red Eyes Darkness Metal Dragon, but really allowing us to lay down a smackdown. So moving into the main deck, of course, we're going to start with the monsters, and there's a small break in this. So what I was doing was I was doing a 3-3-2-2. Now I'm going to do a 1-2-2-3-2 something. And honestly, I would be doing this in a Tier 2 build as well right now. And that is just adding a single copy of the Black Dragon's Chick. Or as you guys might remember, it's like Red Eyes B Chick or something originally. But it does not count as part of the Red Eyes archetype as far as card effects are concerned. So it will always be treated as this name regardless of your printing. You can send this face-up card you control to the graveyard to special summon a Red Eyes Black Dragon from the hand. And this helps sort out some of the issues that I was having with drawing too many regular Red Eyes and trying to wait on Allure of Darkness to sort that out for me. So this is good. And it'll help get your dragon count up once you go into the Darkness Dragon. Second up, we are going to maintain the 2 Luster Dragons. And we are dropping to 2 Red Eyes Dragons. Because again, since any dragon in the deck is technically Red Eyes Black Dragon, this is pretty self-explanatory why we would just kind of need this one to back off a little bit. But again, Black Dragon's Chick is still going to be a dark attribute, so we didn't lose out on our 6 targets to our 2 allures. Next up, we're going to have our 3 Red Eyes Darkness, because again, that's pretty standard. Again, it's going to allow us the Resurrection loop, which again, if you can go into Chick to Dragon to Darkness to Resurrect, this will retain the bonus from here. This will be 27 and 24. And again, you know, if you got the direct attack, you might as well go for it, right? And then final out, 2 copies of Wyvern. And again, Wyvern just allows us to do some more archetype shenanigans. And again, if you guys are just worried about just pure power, you guys could absolutely swap one of these back into a Red Eyes Black, or you guys can make it another Black Dragon's Chick, increasing your Allure of Darkness targets. And you can turn the other one into a Luster Dragon since it's actually going to be stronger. The reason for this, though, is to cycle back Red Eyes Black Dragon from the discard with the special summoning effect during an end phase. So everything in moderation. It's there because it's been used before. And honestly, his defense is just like a hair better. No, never mind. The defense is the same. The difference is the effect. Moving over to the spells. We are only going to use 2 allures, but that's because like 2 allures is really like as far as you should push it most of the time when you're playing a 20-card deck. So again, it is what it is. One of the big things that's immediately going to break the Tier 2 bit, we're obviously going to be playing 3 Book of Moon, as it is the best 1-to-1 option. It just is. 2 Cosmic Cyclones, because again, when you don't need to worry about that, Night Beam, yeah, sure, it makes it so it's not respondable, but this will make it non-respondable if I do this during your end phase. One offerings, because again, while I do have the two allures, this could put me in a bad position if I did play more than one. So again, yeah, sort of following the ban list on that, but not intentionally. And then last up, two shrinks. No lost wins in the main, and the reason is I wanted everything to be playable immediately. And again, when you're playing tier 1, it is a little easier to do this because you can be more heavy-handed with all-star cards like Book and Cosmic Cyclone that, again, normally I would have to choose and only have up to 3 copies of one, the other, or any combination. So just real quick, guys, notes and or screenshots, and like usual, I'll be right back with the rest of the deck in just a moment. And of course, we will start with the extra deck. The extra deck is no big deal. It is the generic Casual Duelist Good Stuff extra deck. Blue Eyes Ultimate, Cyber Blader, Cyber End, Ojama King, Rhea Senshi, and Thousand Eyes Restrict. It's just my favorite lineup. I'm going to keep using this lineup till the end of days, or until we get a 7th card that's better. And in fact, I'm not going to wait till next weekend. I've got that 7th option for you guys. And if you guys come back in a little bit, we will do our Speed Duel Spotlight today instead of waiting till next Sunday. So just a little bonus stuff out there for you today, a little 2 times Tuesday. Moving into the side deck, we're going to be using our 2 lost wins. This is where they are going to reside. Because again, if we're playing tier 1, you guys have to remember Jinzo is a threat that can be at 3. Because you guys are playing tier 1. Just because you're playing it doesn't mean your opponent won't. You know what I'm saying? So again, another great reason why we lined up with a bunch of spells. But Lost Wind, it's still GX era. It's still going to be useful moving forward. It is what it is. Double Waking the Dragon, allow our extra deck to go live. And a little more of that 3 of list love in the form of 2 Walls of Disruption. And again, when you guys are playing tier 1, you want to make sure Jinzo's not in play before you start loading up with a bunch of trap cards. Single-handedly, he will take over the match. It's just what he does. It's not his fault. It's just a good card doing what good cards do. So guys, go ahead, screenshot again. I'll get my hands out of the way for you. Or pause and make your notes. And real quick, I just want to thank you guys for stopping by and enjoying this. Hopefully you enjoyed this. And if you have, please consider supporting the channel. Best ways to do this are to like, comment, and if we've earned it today, please subscribe to the channel. Outside of that, if you guys would like to help us buy future releases, more sleeves, stuff like that, I'll leave the Buy Me a Coffee link down below. Again, it's optional. You don't have to do it, only if it's well within your budget. That's never a mandatory thing, all right, guys? What is mandatory is this, though. I need you guys to go out. I need you guys to try to enjoy the rest of today. And I want you guys to go do something for yourselves today, something that you enjoy, something that maybe you haven't had the time for. I want you guys to go ahead and make, I want to see if you guys could put aside a half hour for yourself. I know I normally say 5 minutes, 5-10 minutes at the base, but go ahead and schedule yourselves in a full half hour, okay? You can get a lot done, you can really decompress, and you can really get back to being you. But for now, that's it. That's it. See you guys in a little bit for the spotlight. And until then, you guys have a lovely day. Hope to see you again next time. Later.